So I am back in the blog editor, and this says leadership post, but I've changed this name. How school leaders can make a difference this school year. Now, let's just say how school leaders can make a difference this year. So that's our title. And what I've done, you remember, is I copied this text from one of our books. So I came into the Word document from Hacking Leadership. I went right to the introduction because I like this stuff here. And I may want to get more, but what I did is, and I'll do that now anyways, because 10. So now what I'm doing is sort of annotating around this. So I've got my title, and now this is new content here. A school leader can be a true difference maker. I'm going to put this introduction title in here, so they'll know this is an excerpt. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is these are going to show up too big. I'm going to save this. You want to save often. You don't want to lose your content. And then what you can do is you can just see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and preview that. Remember, this opens in the same window if I don't ask it to do otherwise. And I can see what this is looking like. And what I've got here are some big paragraphs. I've got these gaps from pasting it in. So, I need to clean that up. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to make this a subhead too. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Go to Formats, Headings. Now let's make that a 3. And then I could, if I want to later, I might center that. We'll see. But I'm going to break up these bigger paragraphs. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to hit an Enter. And then here, what I need to do is actually back this up so there's not that big space. And then I'll look for a break here again. I'm going to go ahead and break that up. Get rid of this. This one's probably all right. Back that up. And again, just look for places. It's a much better read, especially on mobile. Sometimes I create stuff on Canva. You can do that as well if you want to. You can get images. They just need to make sure any image we pull in, if it isn't ours, we have to make sure that it's in the public domain. We're just making this nice and readable, just to make it easy. I'm reminding people here we excerpted from Hacking Leadership. And remember, this has been in my template. So if we're using an excerpt, we usually change this because we'll do a different book on a future one. But this was in the template, more from the blog. So one of the things I'm going to do again to break this up, we don't want, sometimes we might want some bold. We might want a few different images. I'm going to look for a place that I can just turn the sentence into a pull quote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here. I like this one. I'm going to come up to Formats and Blocks. And then this is Block Quote is what I'm going to get. And then we'll see what this looks like. So then, unlike our books where I would take this and put it up somewhere else and I would leave the original text, I'm just going to feature this here. Breaks it up for the eyes a little bit, and then it just leads right back into this, which works very well. So that looks good. So we've got the book, and we probably need something in here. So again, I'm going to hit back now to my editor, and I might pull an image in. So, I could find a different image, go get an image, do not affect sustainable improvement. I might say something like this. And this is all on you. You can just create this. And then I come up here, and again, I'll just go to my headings. I can make that a 2. That'll stand out a little bit. So the other thing we want to do is I want to look for places to link. All right, so what I might want to do, and remember, I think it's important to have your times 10 site open. What I might want to do is find another article that is about leadership. So I've got this one about equity here. Here's another one that's also from Hacking Leadership. So I could do is I can come to this article. And this features one of our webinars, which is nice. Here's another Hacking Leadership. So there's that content upgrade. This one's got bullets in it, which is nice. So what I can do is I'll grab this web address and I'll copy that, and I'll go back to my editor of my other article. And again, I'm down here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for something with the word leader or leadership. How about here? Hacking leadership. Let me just turn that into a link. Click on the link there, paste that URL in, and I can just say OK. This really helps for search engine optimization. It's important to link inside. You can also link outside. If we link outside, I always like to have that open in another window so we don't navigate people away from our site completely. So I'd like to get another image in here, again, for that readability. I'm going to put an image in here. And again, this is something I have. But, you know, if you're working on a particular book, you could ask about content around that. So what I'm going to do is I've got this quote that I like. Now, this isn't in the blog post itself, but it's from the book. And the art and the image actually says that. Hear what they say, hear what they feel, hear what they need from hacking leadership. So again, it's a real nice quote. It sort of works with the article. And then again, it's going to be one more thing to sort of break up the lengthy text. So I'll save that. And again, I'll do a preview. Now I've got an image that's not too far into the text. I've got this pull quote here. I've got the book image. You know, I've got a subhead here. You know, I got a link, and then the article ends, and then I've got this, you know, which links over to our resources. So I think this is going to have a real attractive look. You know, the other thing I could do is I could put this image at the top of the post because I need an image still for the blog post itself. Make sure this is over as far as it should go. So we're off to a good start here. I introduced a post. I need my images. So I'm going to upload a file, choose file. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that. Now one thing you have to do is you got to make sure that this fits. So it's going to be important to look at it. So I've got that there. It looks like it's going to work. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put the same image in. Now I can say select a recent file. So I have it in here. Select that. And then I'm going to save the post and I'm going to see what it looks like. And that works. You know, it's not the greatest, but I think it sends a message here, what they can do. And then there's a lot of that building community and listening inside the post. So that'll probably work. And I could change it later if I want to. I'm going to use my back button again. So I'm getting pretty close now to being ready to publish this or schedule it. You see the things that I've done. Again, I've got to get I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab this title. Come down to metadata down here, page title. I'm going to go ahead and just paste that back. It's a little short. I might add to it. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab something from here. I'll just, you know, I'll take this right here. And I scroll back down to page description. That's a little long. And what I'm going to do is just edit this. Building a solid culture is important. I'll say is especially important in a world where everything is new. Remote learning, hybrid learning. Let's get rid of hybrid learning. Or face-to-face learning in a social distance world, and that's within our margin, 154. So I'm good there. I've got leadership up here, which is good. I think we're pretty close now to being done with this. Again, if I might find another place to link, you know, I've got the book link here that's going to go to the book page. This looks good. I've got another hacking leadership there. And that's it. I think that post is ready to go. I can schedule it or I can just leave it. Right now, leave it unpublished. And then I'll come back to it later to make sure that it's how I want. And eventually I can either schedule it here or I can publish it and it goes live right away. So that's that. And that is how we make a post on the editor and the important things settings, and remember you got your formats up here, and you've got your bold and all this stuff here. You could put some color in if you wanted to. That would be okay as well. And you'll get comfortable with it. You'll see a lot of things you want to do, add your images, all that. All right, I'm going to save. Well, this is another thing I didn't show you. If you want to work in a bigger screen, there's your full screen mode right here. Save, and that's it. Ready to go. Back to blog posts. So now the thing that I've worked on most recently, it should have moved up. I don't know why it didn't, but anyway, I've got it here. So there we go. And then I can come back into it whenever I want. So if you want to leave a post and come back later, that's that. Let me know what questions you have.